Alright there, hello there everyone, it is I, Soul Summer 17, and yes, I know, I've been gone for so long. Almost 2 weeks, or a week. Who cares? I mean, I had things happen in my life. I got a new dog. Well, actually, I have a pet after so long, and we were getting ready, and a lot of stuff happened, and schoolwork. I mean, I have a week, which I started already today. Well, actually, Monday of. Wait, let me check today's the 6th, right? Yeah, I have until the 11th to do my work, so I'm still gonna make a video Wednesday. Still going to, make videos, but mostly gonna do my schoolwork, and then, yeah. So, anyways, just know, I have a dog, and, I'm watching her right now because my parents are out. I would be in my room, So, do you hear any, sounds of like someone shaking their head or fur or something? That's her. So, 8-year-old dog. Love her to death already. So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm making sure nothing happens right now. And I already made this video. I already made part 5 already. But the video did not save, so... So basically, here's the thing. The stuff is already in the book. I'll tell you in the next video what his level, how much monster he has in his army, how much of everything. Okay? Okay. So, let's just pray for this one to actually be, what should I say, hope for this one to actually be saved. So, this is What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Goro and had solo leveling, part 5. And excuse the fans, it's really hot in my house. It is basically summer. So, of course this is gonna happen. So anyways, as we left off, Goro has walked back into the inn, that he was staying at. And he just looks at Oracle and goes like, "Hey Oracle, you really think there's going to be like any event in the event? Like any new little monsters coming out from the system for me to fight? Or like, just from the gates basically of my gates of the keys I have." Oracle looks at Goro be like, there's actually a portal, like a gate to another place for you specifically, right? He's like, huh? So basically, this is while they're in the inn. He goes like, "So wait, you're telling me that there is an actual gate that would allow me to fight even stronger monsters than the ones in the dungeons of my keys?" She goes, "Correct." "Well, yeah, pretty much." He's like, "So why the hell have I not been going to them?" And she just shrugs me like, "Because you never had a need for them. And the system just wanted to troll you." Really? A troll? Jeez. Whatever. I'm gonna go to bed. Wake me up. At the time to leave to floor 74. Oracle nods, saying she will. As Goro's sleeping, we cut over to the void that Goro was in, and well, the system is just laughing, be like, "So you wanted more monsters that are strong? I mean, of course you're gonna need them now. You are the Shadow Monarch, or should I say the Kitsune Shadow Monarch? So, why not? Stay, girl. Stay. Okay. Sorry, my dog. She likes to, she always, is a curious person, a curious dog, because she's new here still. We got her last Sunday, so I'm just grabbing a drink from the refrigerator. So anyways, so basically, the system's searching for which dungeons of gates she should make, or bring into SAO. She chose something very specific. A high account of army, plus a mage. She thinks this would be very suitable for him. It'll be fun seeing what's the outcome. So she then makes the gate in a mountainside on floor 74. There's a there was a cave, a big giant cave, for this gate to be a part of. And so, unknown to her, there was adventurers traveling on the mountain recently acquired the materials that they needed for their quest. And when it basically appears, they basically start to panic and run because something new happened to the game. So, excuse me, sorry. So basically, they're starting to tell everyone word travels fast. But here's the thing. I was making this a day later because Kirito's getting some stuff, like he's traveling, and then he's gonna get that rare S-class item from the rabbit. So yeah. Anyways, so basically though, the next day, what basically Goro does is he's walking to the town, teleporter, as he's like, all right, floor 74, here I come. As he teleports to it. When he gets there, he sees the pillar for where the boss, the pillar is like he can see it, and he's like, huh, so that's where the boss is gonna be. It's a long way up. Probably need to. I know my level's pretty high, but I still need to probably rank my army up. So, yeah, probably should. So as Goro then starts walking out of the town, everyone's seeing him, staring at him, going like, "Hey, isn't that the beater? Yeah, Goro, right? The beater. I heard he was gone from the front lines, and then, he returned all of a sudden." Goro just hearing it was like, "These guys are idiots, real idiots." So as he's just walking along, he gets out of the town. Oracle is saying, "So, when are you going to bring them out?" He was like, "Now, actually. Hey guys, come out." As then, basically, the whole entire army comes out. Just the knights and eagers. Basically, he was like, "All right, guys." I said the knights and eagers, and I forgot Rin. So I was like, "All right, guys, go travel. Go take out as many monsters as you can to level up. Okay? Then, when I get to a certain place, I'll call you back. And Rin, please don't start attacking humans. I don't want to have any people die in this world because they die in real life. Even though this is a game. He says, even though this is just a game, and Rin just says, yeah, whatever. I won't attack no humans, I'll be on the lookout, be safe. As he puts his thumbs up, and everyone goes. So, what happens is, Goro's walking the pathway to the town nearby. He already got a map. The gear he has is, basically, let's just say this. People that legit want his gear are just, can't even get it because it's, he makes his own. So I'm saying he still has that jacket from the very first dungeon, the boss room, and, the thing is though, it has changed significantly, I just haven't said it much. But, yeah, we'll go with that in the next part, because I'm going to give him a different jacket now. And I just need to try to figure out what I want to make it look like, the style. So, second video. Alright. Not second video. Sixth video. You guys going to get and see what it looks like. Anyways. It's a quick one. Sorry, I had to pet my dog. I'm a dog lover. Can't help it. Well, actually, I'm an animal lover. I love all animals. They heard I don't like it. Basically, but yeah, my apologies. But so what happens is Yeah, Goro basically just saying like, okay, I know I need to find a better jacket. Kirito got the same looking jacket as me, and yet here I am, still wearing the same one. Like, the F, man. I know I keep on freaking putting the materials and then forging it, but it's at the max already on its defense. Jeez. Besides, I'm trying to make myself look like I'm a loner, basically. I don't really need no one. I'm a borderline badass. Basically, he's thinking he's trying to make himself look like, because, well, he is. I'm not gonna lie. And then Oracle just says, Goro, come on. The items that you have on you are already overpowered enough. Besides, the jacket looks cool. I mean, the guy goes like, yeah, freaking hand going towards a fox. You know. Basically, and then like some weird looking shadow looking monsters. And then he just realized, he takes out the jacket, he looks at the back, he's like, that's Egress, he says. This is the shadow freaking army I have already. Holy cow. This predicted my future. Or this is just coincidence. He puts it back on, and then he basically realized something. He goes, wait, what the? An XP bar? Have I been leveling up? Or has my army been leveling up? And then Oracle says, oh, you're not even close to leveling up. You see? You're like right in the middle, and it's slowly going like. And he's like, true. That's my dog. So basically, slowly been going up. He was like, okay. So, hold on, I gotta check. Sorry. So basically, every one of his shadow army is leveling up. Basically he just realizing this. They were all level 1, and now they're leveling up to be very, like, at a high ranking now. And, well, not like a high rank higher than they were. So it's like, Goro's just like, holy cow. Like, I know these monsters compared to me are weaker, but, man, my freaking army's getting strong already. So, hold on. Okay, so just making sure my dog's okay. So, yeah. So basically, you okay, go? So basically, Goro's just shocked by this. Like, they were at level 1, they're already at level 10. He thinks by the time he gets them up to like level 50, half of the enemies in this force will be gone. So, well, he starts walking along still, and then he notices some claw marks on a tree. And then he asks Oracle, goes like, huh, didn't we hear from someone that there was like some bears in here? Like bears in this forest? Dire bears? Right? Or something like that. She just looks at Goro and be like, really? You can't remember what he called them? He was like, no. Couldn't. I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, the guy just warned us about going in that direction. As in, they have a little flashback to when a hunter is saying, hey, if you go in that direction, you'll run into some bears. Basically, the king of the forest. The king of these forests, basically. Sorry, my dog was trying to lick my face, and I was like, no. Okay, so anyways. So, when they basically see a multiple pathway of claw marks and trees being broken down, Goro just goes that way. He goes, they're a monster to my team. But, I mean, when he gets there, though, the bear was already killed by other players. he was like, man, there goes my one chance of getting a freaking bear in my army. Which Oracle was like, wait, you were thinking about putting a bear in your army? He was like, yeah. I may have called him Tank, or, Beer or something, I don't know. Just come up with random names. That's my dog sneezing. Sorry. So, anyways. So basically, Goro just goes back onto the path and, well, he gets into the town. Not that long after. What happens is, Goro, basically, when he gets into town, he hears a player just scream for help from any other player to help him. That his party went into a dungeon that, all of a sudden locked up on them, and they couldn't, escaped. They don't know how, but they were to send a message to him saying to get help. Please, someone help him. Please. He's just constantly asking for. Which no one seems to believe him, because they don't think. There's never a place like that in SAO. So, people just think he's just, lying, being a, trying to be one of those, killers from Laughing Coffin, tricking him. But Oracle does tell Goro, saying that maybe the dungeon, that you have to go to. Why did the system not notify you? Goro just shrugs and be like, I guess she knew when there was someone gonna be there. But meanwhile, with the system, she was like, I had no idea there was someone there. Seeing the gate open. Oh, those poor unsuspected players. What I care. Hold on. Alright, so Goro goes up to the guy and says, Oi, where are they? And where's this gate? Or portal, whatever you call it. As the guy points over to the mountain with the big giant cave that you can see for miles. So, Goro just nods and he's just walking to it. Which, everyone just says that dude's an idiot, he's gonna get killed. One guy says, yeah, I know. Hey, if he gets killed, maybe we should go clear out the dungeon and then take his stuff. Maybe. I mean, if it drops at least. Everything he has will just disappear along with him. Guy says, true. That sucks. So, yeah. So, anyways. So, when Goro's getting, walking to the mountain, he's kind of making up plans to see what was there, what's not. But, honestly, he just thinks of one thing. Everything's gonna be probably weak. So, I shouldn't worry about it. So anyway, when Goro basically is halfway to the mountain, he tells everyone to return. So basically, the monsters, his shadow army has leveled up quite a bit. They're basically level 25. Because you gotta remember, they're on floor 74. They did die multiple times. But he has way too much chakra, which, unknown, Oracle was making it into MP. So basically, the more they killed the monsters on the floor, luckily it was only one at a time. There's only one monster until they got into groups. Igris was the one who was going up the fastest on Rin. So, it was hey, they leveled up quite a bit. Igris is level 30, Rin is level 30, the rest of the soldiers are level 25 to 20. Alright, the mages, they basically became, their deception, they became level 28, almost 30, so yeah. So anyway, as Goro basically looks at the guys, the stats, and he goes oh, sweet, you guys leveled up a real good amount. Nice. He basically he gets to the dungeon as soon as, the portal. I mean, as soon as possible, because he had to wait quite a bit. So, let's just say this. When he gets there, he sees the magic and the data flow. It's not normal. He was like, huh? It's like this thing was just created, not part of the game. Some of the area around here is kind of corrupted. But that's just the magic flow from this. This is gonna be a pain. Whatever. So, Oracle does tell him that, be warned, the person was right. There's a problem where you cannot enter or they cannot leave. But since, well, you're stronger than this person's spell, it does not apply to you. He's like, nice. So, Goro enters the gate. When he gets there, it's right around the time when the High Orc wizard is talking to the people, and they told them to come and follow them for entertain my people. Basically. As Goro just thinks, is this guy an idiot? Wait, he didn't know I was in their party. And I'm not even in the party or in the guild. Wait, is this even in a guild? Whatever. So, as Naruto is like with them, people are starting talking. Someone notices him and you're like, wait, you're not part of. And Goro just tells them to shush. It's like, as he just says, you speak too much. Don't even talk. Just watch. As they nod, and well, after a few minutes, they get there, and wow, they're surprised that the army is there. A huge enough army. An army to kill them all, basically. As the High Orc wizard does tell them that you are going to be here for entertainment for my men, and then after we're done with you, we'll come out of the portal and slaughter everyone else. That's the most simplest thing I can tell you. As everyone's like kind of freaking out because no one in the game that's an enemy can talk. So they're wondering how this is. And well, the High Orc brings out one of his men and says, who once amongst you will will fight to the death with my men. For one of my men, basically. As Goro just stepping up, he was like, this is another big ego monster who thinks he can kill everyone, blah blah blah, I'm gonna take over this world, blah blah blah. Look, man, it's not gonna work out that well, as basically all of a sudden, Goro uses Dominator's touch and crushes the guy, basically killing him. And he goes, see, it ain't gonna work out because, one, you're not gonna live that long, and two, they're all gonna come out here safely. So, yeah. Wanna make a bet? As this High Orc, so I was like, wait, who are you? He was like, me? Oh, I'm not really special. No one in particular, just a guy who's, let's just say, a hunter for fun. And they're like, huh? A hunter? He was like, yeah. It's my job to hunt, survive, and, learn anything I can. Get it? So, how about I give you a fair chance? You let these guys go and hunt and try to kill me, or I kill all of you, take whatever you have, and leave. Your choice. As every High Orc is laughing along with, him. Along the wizard one. As he goes, you insolent human. You really think you're gonna live? Just die. As then all of a sudden, all the High Orcs are running towards Goro and the team, and the party / guild members. As Goro just says, guys, come out and wreak havoc on them. As when they do come out, everyone is shocked to see this. But then Goro notices a skill. The domain of the monarch. Huh? I mean, he's thinking this in his head. As then he just says, let's see what this can do. As then he activates domain of the monarch. as all of his allies are getting stronger, you know, they turn purple basically. They get stronger and such. That is so surprising to him and everyone else. And he goes like, huh, cool. Alright guys, let's show them what, how can I say this right? Let's just show them what true power is. As Rin just says, of course, my lord. As he's just gonna say, my lord? Just Goro's fine. Or my friend. She just looks at him and says, undying loyalty. It's like, fine. My lord it is. And he's thinking, jeez, I did not want to become this, the king of all monsters again. We call it my liege or my lord. God, that was annoying. So, what happens is, all the soldiers are attacking the high orcs. Goro is helping them out. He's basically wiping them out very quickly. Heck, it takes basically the high orcs are dying to move them very quickly because Goro is not freaking holding back. He is just killing them with fists, with swords, and a dagger in hand. Basically, it's like they don't know what's happening. His army is surprised to see what he's doing, because having a sword and dagger in hand, and also using your feet and using your feet and fists at the exact same time is kind of surprising. Well, they're surprised because it's actually working. The other people are just surprised because of this army and him being so OP. So basically, everything's done off very quickly. The 4 to 5 generals come down. I forget how many they were. And, Goro just mollied. Goro's soldiers, he does take an MP potion, but let me take my dog out real quick. Hold on. Yeah. So, basically, when he does this, he does ask him, your forces are, depleting faster than mine. As the higher wizard's just like, how is this possible? Wait, as basically he has the biggest grin as Goro, like, huh? Why are you so happy? He's like, easy fool, because of this. As basically he uses one of his magic spells to destroy Goro's army, and along with some of his men. And he's just laughing, saying, your army's gone. How are you going to? As all of a sudden, Goro's army is coming back to life. And then he goes like, oh, did I forget to tell you, my army can come back to life. Also, I can replenish my numbers very easily. He was like, wait, what did you? And then he goes, arise. As all of a sudden, multiple of the high orcs are coming back to life, and including the generals that were just killed off by his army. Plus the wizard high orc did kill them by accident, along with his actual enemies, along with Goro's forces. So yeah. So basically, they all came back to life, and everyone's shocked. Goro just walking up to the high orc wizard and goes like, so, care to dance, ugly? And this pisses him off, so he's using multiple spells, lightning, ice, fire, whatever he has, just trying to hit Goro. As then he even, when Goro actually try to punch him, it does get to the ice shield, as he laughs, saying you fool, nothing can, as all of a sudden it's starting to crack and it breaks, and he goes like, so your shield wasn't able to withstand my punch, so how about this? As then he goes into a critical punch, punches the high orc, sends him flying into the wall, but then all of a sudden he's starting to do a chant and makes himself even bigger. I was like, huh, I wonder, is it true? The bigger they are, the harder they fall? I'm gonna find out today, actually, now. So, Goro just really just puts on the work, like punches, kicks, like a sword slash, and the higher orc is falling. But Goro just uses Dominator's touch to basically bring him down even faster, where his head actually hits the ground, and it just, well, you know, as the higher orc is bleeding, as well, Goro just looks at him and goes like, "So, I gave you a chance. You didn't take it. Now, pay the price." As the High Orcs' former generals did kill him. They did kill him. And then he looks at them, and looks at, well, the High Orc is thinking, Echo's using a mage. His spells are pretty strong. He has multiple types, plus even defense spells. So, this will work. As he just says, "Arise." As the High Orc wizard comes back to life. And it says to name it. He goes, how about Tusk? Yeah, that works. Tusk. So, after, gain the name, there's, well, everyone's just like looking at him like, how? He just tells them, "Look, don't tell no one. I don't know how, but I found this quest, and it was limited time only. And I gained the skill, class Necromancer." So, look, I don't think anyone else can get it. I've been trying to search for it, but hey, I can't find it, man. So basically, the guild, like, the person who's a part of his party is just, like, asking the question, like, where was it? When was the last time I seen it? Like, it did appear, like, I talked to an NPC about how there's a tomb, and then I, afterwards, it says if you accept this event quest, it's going to disappear after you finish it. And I then, like, was wondering, and then there was like a little side note says, "Side note, this event quest is on its final day. If you do not do this quest, it will disappear for this day and be gone forever." As the party member, leader is like, "So what, you got a unique skill / class that no one else has?" He's like, "Yeah, sorry about that, bro." I just Goro just walks away. He's like, that is so unfair. Did you even know about that quest? And Goro just says, "No, I just talked to NPCs for info." Which is half true, half lie. He does and it doesn't. He doesn't do it all the time, but he does. So, yeah. As all the other people are like, upset, but they asked about this, he goes like, probably this all happened. They said there was like this. It did say in the event, after I finish it, something else will happen, and then maybe happen again for me. Because of what I gained. The necromancy skills. In which everyone's like, so wait, that means you can get stronger faster and even have an army? And then one of them says, so wait, does that mean you can get infinite, you can get more XP if you have them, fight other monsters in different areas while you yourself are fighting monsters? As Goro just stops and looks at that player, be like, I don't know, actually. I haven't tried it yet. But maybe. So yeah. So when they get out of the cave, he just says don't tell no one, because it's like not safe. Because one, we don't want other players come after him for just unique skill, because they think they can get it if they kill me, which they won't. And two, I don't have to use my army on them, so keep this all a secret, okay? As they nod, because, one, it's a guy who has an army versus players, not going to work out very well for them. And two, the way that they saw those, his army fought, it was not possible for anyone to win against them, they think. So yeah. So basically, after they exit out of the dungeon, well, the gate dungeon, the person was about to enter, that asked for help, but no one would besides Goro. He's like, wait, you guys are alive, and everyone just says, yeah, it's all thanks to him. He saved us. And the guy just asks how, and they say, well, his skills and level was high enough to actually be to defeat them, so we're just grateful, that he was able to finish them off all by himself. And, he asked, was there any loot drops? And they said no. There was nothing there. Because there was no loot. There was, no drops. So, he's like, "Aw, man. Alright." So, they do ask, how long have we been gone? They said, a day. He was like, huh? Even Goro says, like, wait, what? A day? A day we've been gone? And he goes like, yeah. Anyways, let's go, guys. As they leave, the people look at Goro saying thank you. And he's like, no problem. Remember, just don't tell no one what you saw or what I told you. Got it? They all nod. So, when they leave, Oracle asks, can we trust them? He was like, probably not, but I'll give it a chance. So, Goro decides to walk back. When he basically is walking back to the town, not to the town that the guy asked for help, at the town with the teleporter, he does like, I wonder if Asuna, and then basically a message appears right in front of him, like, speak of the devil. She basically says, Goro, we found the dungeon, the dungeon floor, including the boss room. Can you please come over here and help us? Thank you. Sign Asuna, basically. It's like, okay. So, what happens is that Asuna, basically, and Kirito are having the exact same thing like in canon. But their relationship is only friend-based, not really, going into the way it was in canon. So, when Goro's walking to the dungeon, basically, to get to the next floor, 75, he does encounter, how can I say this? He does encounter a weird-looking item. Well, more like, it's another sword, but it's in a tree, like a part of a tree, basically. But for some reason, the tree has frost on it. It's like, huh? Okay. So, when Goro touched the handle of the bullet, the handle, his hand starts to freeze a little bit. He's like, ow, okay, that hurts. That really hurts. And he can't move his fingers. He's like, what the? Don't tell me I'm going to. But then all of a sudden, the frost on his fingers and hand is starting to leave. As he does take out the sword from the tree just breaks apart. And he's like, huh, I wonder what this sword is. But then Goro realized the blade itself is not there. It was just an ice. Like, there is still part of the actual blade. It looks like it was broken. He was like, I'm gonna have to forge this, aren't I? And Oracle just says, yep, pretty much. Probably due to the system, saying good job, so it gave you a unique item. Goro just shrugs and just, puts it in his inventory, just leave. So, when Goro gets to the dungeon, he notices that there's not many enemies around, or at all. Like, the pathway was cleared. So, he's taking his time getting there, trying to figure out what's the boss gonna be like. He doesn't really know anything about it, but he has to try to think of some sort of strategy. So while he's doing that, same thing's happening with Asuna, Kirito, Klein already, but they're all heading over to the boss room. Goro's basically getting there. So with his unique senses, he can sense the power of the dungeon boss. And he follows it. Pretty easily, actually, because there's no one around. He doesn't have to worry about it. Oracle does tell him that there are some people up ahead of us. We should be careful with their enemies. Goro just nods, but then he hears screaming. A sound of a girl screaming, and Goro realizes who it is, along with Oracle, as she just says, she was about to say, Goro, you should, as all of a sudden, he's gone. He's just blitzing. And Oracle's just surprised how fast he's going. So, basically what's happening to our man, Goro, is he's thinking, okay, crap, what's happening? Why is Asuna screaming? So, when they sees what's happening, they're seeing the Asuna and Klein, basically some random enemies, some random allies are helping out, distracting the boss for Kirito. As he's just thinking, what the hell, Kirito? What are you doing? Never mind. I just gotta help out as much as I can, basically. As he just activates, he puts chocolate on his feet and activates Sprint, and just runs over to them. As basically when Asuna's about to be hit, Kirito was a little bit slow on getting the whole entire, dual wielding, but the blade was appearing in his other hand. Actually, it was about to appear, As then he just hears someone, just says, "He's this ugly!" As they just see a kick to the gleam demon, basically if you know what it is, 474 boss, that demon, basically just getting kicked into the face, be sent flying into the wall. As everyone's shocked by that, as Goro just lands, he goes, weaklings, always weak. But for some reason, he sees the health bar of the enemy is only half of it, but the half of the first bar, and he's like, wait, the hell? I kick. I put my full strength into it. I used critical strike. So why isn't? And then all of a sudden he gets a status update saying 75% of your stats have been 75% stats have been reduced to. Has been reduced by 75 basically percent. About my healing, he's thinking, and it says no, healing, your automatic heal regeneration has not been reduced. That is still normal. It's like, oh thank God. So Goro looks at Asuna and Kirito, just tell them, get one out of here. I can't fight at full power if you guys are in my way. Kirito's about to say something to Asuna, goes, right. So basically, she's helping out everyone out of there along with Kirito. Klein's just wondering, where did he come from? And it's just shocking to everyone that he just came in so quickly and he sent the monster flying. So basically, Goro takes out his sword and he goes alright, demon, let's fight. Let's see who's stronger, me or you. And so what happens is the Gleam demon and Goro are basically fighting. Goro's canceling out his strikes and immediately hitting the monster, but it's doing not that great much of damage, which Asuna knows. She's thinking, wait, why is it not, why is his damage not that much? It's taking a good chunk of it, but not that much. Not very, and he keeps on, it looks like he keeps on about to get hit. He always dodges it and kicks the blade out of the way, and then uses another critical strike to punch the Gleam demon in the stomach. And hell, he even then takes 2 quick slashes to it, and jumps back and dodges the strike, and which everyone's kind of shocked by this. Asuna knows that there's actual blood coming off of the gleam demon. She doesn't understand why, but and then all of a sudden it turns into particles, like the hit boxes. The hit marks for the SAO, and it's like she doesn't understand what's happening. So while Goro's fighting, Kirito is trying to come up with a plan to help out, and when basically Kirito almost seeing Goro basically gets his sword stuck into the monster's arm, basically, he's thinking, oh no, he's gonna be dead, as Goro says, crap, still with freaking 75% of my stats reducing, okay, I have to, and then all of a sudden, he just gets hit by the freaking side, the flat edge of the sword, it's sends him flying, basically. And he goes okay, that hurts. As he looks, about almost his whole entire health bar was gone. The only thing that's left is 150. He was so I kept my vitality the same? And basically Oracle goes yeah, that seems like it. It only reduces your attack, speed, defense, and, not your health. He's thank you for that info. She goes, no problem. He was and Goro was basically thinking, looks like I'm gonna have to use my ninja skills. So, he gets out and he just says, alright, hold on. Okay, sorry, but anyways. So basically he was alright. Multi-shot clone jutsu has basically about 40 of him appear as everyone's shocked. Kirito already knew about the ninja skill along with Clive, but still, they're shocked by how many clones he can make. Kirito's just looking at it and he's amazed. Asuna just sighs, and then basically what's happening is all of them start weaving hand signs. A couple of them are use wind style, wind bullet. Another one uses water style, water bullet. Another one uses fire style, fire style, fireball jutsu, basically. And just one, basically, I'm just gonna say is, no one uses, he did get rid of the clones in his head to the jutsus. So basically he does have all the elements, natures. So basically earth, mud bullet, basically. So the fire and the water bullet hit each other, and then the wind bullet hits the gleam demon along with the mud bullet, blinding him, as this creates a smoke screen, as in all of a sudden, everyone just feels a pressure coming out of the room, even towards them, as this is kind of his bloodlust skill is activated, but he combined it when he transforms into his Kitsune's form. So basically, it's more deadlier than it once was. In which the freaking Gleam Demon was reduced and on its knees as Naruto just runs in, while the others are basically keeping the mist at bay. The mist there basically so no one can see him. As he's just going in, he just says, alright, let's see what can happen. As he throws a punch at the Gleam Demon, when it hits, he sees its health goes all the way down to its second to last bar, and then he just says, "This is gonna be too easy." But the Gleam Demon did recover fast enough. It did slid, and when it recovered, it basically tried to slash at Goro as he just dodges, grabs his sword, cuts off the monster's arm, and then kicks the blade upwards out of the monster's hand, sheaths his swords, jumps up, as the mist does go follow him upwards as they just see red eyes and looks like ears and tails, basically 9 tails on him, as they just hear saying, "Now you die." As when he grabbed the blade, he just slashes down, hitting the demon, the Gleam Demon, killing it, which there is still mist in the way. So they know, like, they hear the congratulations, you win, you know, first strike, and final kill. I'm actually, yeah, final, like, no one could hit the Gleam Demon because it was like, stronger than what it is. So basically, it says, like, also, Gleam Demon body shall be here to erupt, so you can use your innate skill. As basically the sword just, like, drops out of Goro's. He just drops the sword, basically. And then he goes, like, alright, item, huh? I'll check that out later. And so, he says, alright then, arise. As the Gleam Demon's body starts to morph and change, it's still the demon, but it's also just, a demon kitsune. Basically, it's a male, and so I was like, can't believe I lost to you, human. Looks like you're not no ordinary human, huh, boss? He was like, yeah, pretty much. So, what should I call you? Whatever, you choose my name. It's like, how about Rex? Rex? Yeah, why not? I don't really mind it. See ya, boss. As he does grab his blade and goes into his shadow. And basically he just sighs and be like, I better de-transform. And so he does, the mist start, he does release his shadow clones. As he goes like, oh, okay, that was pretty good. As everyone just sees the monsters, gone. The Gleam Demon's gone. Everyone's like surprised. Goro's health was like, he was like, oh yeah, I forgot about regenerating. It's only about like 1,000 now, I guess. Wait, video game logic with this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good on my health. Which it is in the 1,000/2,000 range. So, what should I say? It's in like the 3,000 more likely. So basically, Asuna runs up to him, hugs him, which everyone's kind of surprised. Kirito just like, pulls climbing to the side and saying like, why are you shocked? He's like, I mean, that's Asuna, the, sword princess, I think. The Flash? I have to look that up now. The lightning flash. Okay. So, yeah, Kirito goes like, so? I mean, for some reason they seem close. Why, you jealous? Klein goes like, maybe, just a little. And, well, all of a sudden they do hear, like, Asuna's just, it's like crying and saying, just yelling out, you idiot, basically. And it's like, that shocked everyone, even Goro. And he was like, huh? What do you mean, I'm an idiot? I'm perfectly fine. Look at me. She was like, it doesn't matter that you... Never mind. Just... Why you had to get hurt like that? He was like, yeah, I mean, that did take up almost all my health. It's a good thing it stopped at 150. Which some people are like, huh? And, well, she just keeps on, she's still hugging and saying, like, I'm gonna be by your side from now on. Which Kirito's like, ship it. He just says like that. He just says, I ship it. Which, Colin is the only one that hears it. So, yeah. So, after, Colin does, like, look at, Goro and ask if he can open up the door. He was like, sure. Sorry for getting your guys' fight. I just heard, screaming and, well, kind of had to come in and save the day, Besides, I was planning to take on this boss by myself anyways. Which, everyone, well, Asuna laughs along with Kirito. Klein just says, I forget, is he always like this? Kirito says he told us he was going to anyways. Hold on. Take on the first floor boss by himself. So, why do you think he wouldn't take on this one by himself? The Klein says true. So, he goes over, opens up the gate. Kirito and Asuna are talking, basically. And here's how it's going. Asuna saying, this is where we part ways. I helped you defeat the boss, and, well, we part ways from here. As Kirito nods, and he just says, it's been fun, working with you, Asuna. I'll still come by and ask you when I get the S-class meal to cook. We'll invite Goro over next time. Which, she nods. And then Kirito goes like, anyways, go ask him if he want to be partners with you from now on. I mean, I know you like him. As Asuna's face goes red, and then she does like, for a few minutes, and then she goes, wait, how about I get, you and Liz on a date? Hold on now. Okay, so, sorry. Anyways, so Kirito was like, faces all red. He was like, payback, huh? She nods, and he was like, alright, stop teasing you. See you later, Asuna. As Kirito, disbands the party, and Asuna walks over to Goro, and she asks, Goro, do you want to be in a party? And Goro just looks at her like, sure. I mean, we're gonna part with. She then says, me and Kirito, separated. So, I want to know if you want to be in a party. I was like, sure. I mean, is there any other things you want to, say? He's like, this is going to be where me and you are only one together. I'll be, your partner. I'm leaving my guild, and well, as Naruto nods, he was like, wait, are you a part of that guild that's always on the front lines? She goes, the crossed swords or something? Goro doesn't really pay attention, as he just says, so, you're willing to leave your party, I mean, not your party, your guild, just to be, parties with me? She nods. I was like, this is going to have some backlash, and I know I'm going to have to fight your leader, your guild leader, so, fine, whatever. She goes, really? He was like, yeah, come on. He basically, the acceptance of the party screen happens, she's in the party, and, it says, Asuna has been added to your party. It's like, yeah, system, So, they walk, and they, out of the floor, they walk out of the dungeon floor, they get up to the next floor, and, well, what happens is this, they go to the town. He says, alright, I'm gonna stay in the inn up here. If you guys, if you have a place to stay, go back to your place and, go there, alright? She nods, but she does say, I actually have some extra room, if you want to come. He's like, I've been sleeping in inns or outside, so a good, nice warm place will be, nice warm place would be good. And so, hold on. And so, he basically goes to Asuna's place. He eats, the dinner she makes, and she shows him his room. He thanks her for, the hospitality, and, while he's getting his stuff ready to sleep, Orko says, this is really nice of her. He goes, yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Which Orko asks, what do you mean? He's like, well, stuff doesn't go this easy. There's always going to be someone who's going to lie or, tell stories about what I did. So, I have to be prepared for tomorrow. This is going to be such a pain. And, well, with Asuna, she's curious on what Goro did. She doesn't know what he did or what happened. She's just thinking, what was that? Well, that creature with with basically ears and 9 tails that suddenly appeared in the middle of the fight and said you were dead, to the boss. Was it Goro? No, he would have told me about the transformation. Yes, Goro did tell her everything about his world and what the system is, but he never told her about the transformation. So I want to give that, I forgot to say that. But anyway, so after basically, she's thinking about it, she decides to then ask him tomorrow, so it's just, she needs some sleep. It's been a long day. But, she's still holding on to that necklace, that gray and orange, necklace. crystal, and she's never had been taken it off, nor she has ever want to lose it. So basically, she's been just saying, I'll never, never gonna lose this. I have to find out what it's for. So yeah, but anyways, that is everything. I'm gonna continue on with part 6 with the duels, and I haven't not watched up to that part yet. So yeah. So anyways, though, bye everyone. You guys have a nice night, day, wherever you are. Another part's gonna be coming out probably tonight or tomorrow. So yeah. Anyways, bye everyone.